If you're thinking about starting a competition or prize draw website in the UK, one of the big first decisions you'll come to is this. Do you try to build it yourself using plugins and templates, or do you go professional from day one? And this decision matters way more for competition businesses than your average everyday business. Because this isn't just a website, you've got to deal with compliance, payments, and trust. Get any of these wrong and your whole business can be switched off overnight. Most people start with DIY, and honestly, it sort of makes sense. It's cheaper, faster, a little bit more flexible. You might use WordPress, WooCommerce, a raffle plugin, maybe a pre-built theme. But competition websites are a very different beast compared to normal e-commerce or blogs. What we see over and over again is that DIY websites don't really fail because of design. They fail because of these three things: compliance, payment gateways, and scalability. And most founders don't really realize this until they're already live. In the UK, if you charge people to enter a prize draw, you have to follow very specific rules. That usually means a genuine free entry route or a proper skill-based competition. DIY sites often get this wrong. They hide the free entry route, make it harder than the paid option, or forget it entirely. That's when the competition quietly becomes an illegal lottery, even if that was never the intention. And once you're on the wrong side of the line, the consequences can be serious. The next big problem is payments. A lot of DIY founders use PayPal or Stripe, and it works at first until it doesn't. As soon as the payment provider realizes you're running online competitions or prize draws, there's a real chance your account is going to get shut down. We've seen lots of sites lose access to funds mid-competition, and usually then, well, it's game over. This is one of the biggest differences between professional competition website builds, knowing which payment providers actually support this industry, and setting up everything properly from day one. Running competitions properly also needs a little bit more than just a buy now button. You need things like ticket allocation, draw logic, countdowns, entry lists, user accounts, and sometimes instant wins or multiple live competitions. And DIY setups usually require stitching together lots of different plugins. It works for a little bit until traffic spikes, plugins clash, or the site just shuts down during a big launch. Professional platforms are built specifically for this kind of pressure. When people hear the price of a professional competition website, they think they're just paying for the design alone. You're not. You're paying for compliance to be handled properly, payment gateways that won't randomly shut down, a platform that scales as you grow, and support when something breaks at the worst possible moment. In other words, you're just paying to reduce risk. DIY can make sense if you're just running a one-off competition, testing an idea at a very small scale, or doing this more as a hobby. But if you're planning to run regular competition, spend money on ads, or build a real brand, DIY usually becomes a bottleneck very quickly. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but competition websites live in a regulated, high-risk space. And the biggest problems we see aren't marketing problems, they're structural ones. If you want a deeper breakdown, this video supports the full article linked below, where we go into much more detail on compliance, payments, and platform structure.